Yo, 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 YouTube, what up? What up? Man, we live, man. We live. It's a new day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. You know what I'm saying? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. All right. Just getting on. If you just tapping in, man, say what's up. Say what's up, man. Let me know where you tuning in from. And drop a like on this video for me as well. All right, let's get this video to 100 likes. All right, let's get 100 likes on this video. All right. What up, Marley? Best B. Best Beezy, what's up? Yeah, we ready to go, Best Beezy. Real talk, what's up, Shali? Hey, Whitney, how you doing? Yeah, if y'all just tuning in, man, say what's up. Be sure to like this video. All right. We're going to be talking about the market today. It's Sunday, so I'm going to give y'all some picks. Obviously, I got my day trading picks, but I'm going to give y'all some other stocks to look at. If you just want to look at, swings and if you want to analyze the market a little bit. So we're going to talk about a couple of the stocks that I've been seeing that's moving. All right. So I'm going to let a couple people climb on in real quick. If you just hopping on, say what's up, man. Say what's up. And once again, I want to say Happy Mother's Day. All right, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. All right, Happy Mother's Day, straight up. All right, I hope y'all had a great day, and I hope y'all felt the love in y'all life. All right, what's up, Jimenez? How you doing? Yeah, how was everybody's weekend? How was everybody's weekend? All right. So yeah, last week was an epic week. I will say that last week was crazy. All right. And this week is going to be crazy as well. We about to get it in this week. We about to make it happen this week. All right. So, what's up, QTZ? One and only QTisha. How you feeling? What's up, Gerald? What up, Popilla? What up? What up? All right, y'all. So, first things first, man. I think futures just opened. Futures opened up. They were up 500 points. So let's see. Let's see what I got. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. If you can't hear me, let me know. Make sure you can hear me. What up, Quentin? How you feeling, bro? Let's see. Yeah, y'all can hear me? All right, cool. All right. So, all right, let's go in, man. Let's go in. So we got so futures opened up 500 points up. I'm looking at Robinhood right now. Some stocks are up a little bit overnight right now. Nothing too crazy. The SPY is up $6, $7, which is 1.2%. So that's cool. So we have an announcement coming out tomorrow between Trump and China. So we're going to see what happens with that. As well. Now, this week, I don't want to front run anything, but I do think that we're going to see a lot of bullish, momentum to the upside with a lot of stocks and the SPY as well. So the SPY is trying to get back to that $600 level. So we're going to see if it does that. All right. Gerald said I got in trading in the zone this weekend. Yeah, that book is definitely a game changer. It slows you down and it gives you the proper perspective. All right, what up? Turn up the mic. Turn the mic on volume a little bit. Okay, mic was in the shirt. Okay, all right, cool. All right, y'all. So if you just tuning in, man, like this video for me. Okay, let's get this video to 100 likes. That's all I'm asking for you. like this video and let's get this video to 100 likes. We got 23 people in here. Let's get these likes up for me. All right, that's all I ask. Let's get these likes up. We're gonna go in today. All right, we're gonna go in today. I want y'all to know, I woke up with a little headache today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still showing up for y'all, even though I got a little headache. So be sure to just like this video for me. All right, real talk. So let's start with the earnings real quick. So we got nothing too crazy on earnings this week. We got Honda. We got RGTI right there. We got Monday. We got John Deere. They've made some moves. This Thursday we got Alibaba, which is that's one of my stocks that I day trade. So I'm gonna be looking at them on Thursday before market open. We got Alibaba, so that's gonna be cool. And then yeah, so that's really all we got. We got Kava. That's a mover in the market. I haven't traded them, but I do be watching them. So they've been moving. They're kind of like Chipotle. So that's really all we have on the earnings. No big companies that move the market. So it should be a relatively smooth week this week. All right. It should be a smooth week this week. Sony, they've been down for a while. Last time I looked at them, I remember they were down. So we got Alibaba, which is the main one I'm watching this week for earnings. All right, so let's go into the SPY. First off, last week we saw Google sell off. They was down 12% on Wednesday. They had some issues with malware issues on their like with their stuff, right? And then they said that they were going to be basically, them and AI is kind of like at conflict right now. So we're going to see what happens to Google. All right. I'm going to go into the charts and I'm obviously going to show you guys what I see with Google. All right. It's showing a little bit of weakness, but I'm just going to go over a lot of different stocks as well. I might swing a couple stocks this week that are not in my 3-day trades this week. So we're going to go over that. All right. So if y'all got any stocks y'all want me to kind of like analyze, and drop them in the chat right now, and then I'll end up going over those. So yeah. All right. I got some lemon water. All right. I got water, and then we have this lemon juice, and then I just put the lemon juice in the water. And then we got lemon water. So lemon water, it helps flush out a lot of toxins. All right. So if you don't drink some lemon water, that stuff will help you. All right. So we got Palantir, Tesla, MU. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about MU, Popilla, Tesla. Okay, and then Palantir, AMD. All right, cool. So I'm chilling today. So let's go to the charts. Let's go to the charts real quick. And let's go to the SPY. So the SPY closed at 564 on Friday. All right. Right now, when I'm looking at the stocks overnight, the SPY right now is at 571. Okay. The SPY is at 571. Okay. This is what I said last week. Okay. This is what I said last week. Right here. We analyzed it, and I said immediate resistance was 567. It closed at 564. So all week it was under here. All right, all week it was hovering under this level right here, and then right now, it gapped up to 571 right here. Okay, so if we open tomorrow above this level right here, then we could come down here to fill the gap, and then we could bounce, and then we could go test 576. All right. So these levels are still intact from last week. Y'all see this? Because these levels are still intact right here. Because as you can see, last week, this was Friday, last week, Friday. And so this was on Monday. So this was Friday. So we're right at the same place we were as last week, right? So we came down and then we came back up. We had some momentum to the upside right here, and then we kind of sold off a little bit, and now we're gapping up right here. So tomorrow, if we open above 571.06, if we open above this level right here, then we should be going to test 576. But if we open above here, that means that we gapped up, right? That means that we gapped up. So essentially, we're going to have to come down to 567 potentially to fill the gap. And then it could bounce, and then it could go to the upside. All right. Or we could open up right here, and then we could just blast off to 576. But I think that if we do open up above 571, we could get some moves to the downside to fill the gap, bounce, and then go to the upside. So literally nothing has changed from last week. Last week, what did I say? Last week I said, if we reject right here, we could be coming down, and look what happened. This is a higher low right here. All right. When we're looking at the SPY, right here, it created a higher low. All right. It created a higher low right here. So that lets me know that we could be going up to create a higher high before we pull back. All right. So as I'm looking at it, we had, so look, we was up here, right? We was in a downtrend right here. All right. So this is a downtrend. Now we broke out of the downtrend right here, came up. We tested this level right here. We came down, but this was a higher low. And now we're going to see if we could create a higher high. If we open above 571, that will be a higher high. And then we can start to see if we're going to go up a little higher, come back down, and then go back to the upside. All right. If we look at the weekly time frame on SPY, so this looks bullish. This looks bullish. We got a bullish engulfing right here on a weekly, and as you can see, 551, boom, and then we had 2 green weeks. All right. So next week we could if we break above right here, if we break above 576 this week, and we close above 576.37 on a weekly time frame, we could really be blasting off, and we could be trying to recapture that 613. All right. On a daily though, we're gonna have a lot of levels we got to get to, but once we pass here, even on a daily, the next level would be like 596, like critical level would be 596, right? So we could blast off if we get above right here at 576. All right. So if we get a closure above 576, then I think that the SPY and the market will be going to the upside for sure. So 576.37 is a critical level. And if we get above that, then we get money, because you can see we're above the 200 EMA finally on the daily time frame, right? We're above the 200 EMA on a daily time frame. We're above the 50 EMA. So yeah, SPY is looking bullish. Yeah, SPY is looking bullish. We just got to get above 576.37. That's where we at with that. All right. So that's where we at with the SPY, man. That's where we at with the SPY. It looks good. It looks real good, honestly. I think that we gonna see. I think that we could see some crazy stuff happen this week. All right. What's up, Antonio? My three ones we go over anyway: Palantir, AMD, and Pops. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had any good crazy trades with Pops last week. Alibaba. Let me look at Tesla right here. So right now Tesla is at 312. Okay, so it's up $14 overnight. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about Tesla because I think that Tesla's about to skyrocket. All right. So my three stocks that I'm always looking at every week: Google, Alibaba, and MU. All right. So let's go over Google real quick, and then we're gonna talk about some of the other stocks that you guys put in the chat. All right. Be sure to like this video. If you have not, drop it in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. All right. Let me know where you're tuning in from. All right. What's up, Antonio? So let's go to Google real quick. All right. So right here on a daily time frame, right? Well, let's go to the weekly first. On the weekly time frame, it was doing this thing for a minute, right? It was doing this thing for a minute. Came down here, was recovering, right? Came all the way down to 140, bounced up. Now we had this news come out, and then boom, right? So we have a level of 153.06. All right. 153.06. So if Google can't get above, if it closes below 153.06, then we could be coming down to like 147. All right. And if we come below 146.70, we could be coming to the floor back to 140 and then coming to test this 200 EMA at 137. All right. So that's what I'm seeing with Google on the weekly. Now, if we go to the daily, as you can see, we had this day right here. This was a 12% drop in the stock. It tried to recover. It didn't recover. It came back down. All right. Right now, Google is at one in the after hours right now. Google is at 154.79. All right. So right now, Google is at like right here. So if we come below 153.06, then we could be coming to like 152 and then like 147. All right, 147, 148 on Google. Now, look right here. These two EMAs just crossed over. Y'all see this on the daily time frame? If you look on a daily time frame, these two EMAs just crossed over. This red is the 21 EMA, and that blue is the 9 EMA. So Google just went into a downtrend. So this is signaling a downtrend right here. So I do think that Google could potentially be coming down to 146. Right? I do think it could. It could come up here to test this EMA right here. It could come up and test this EMA right here at 157. If we see it reject off there, then we could be coming down to 147. All right. So that's what I'm seeing with Google. All right. That's what I'm seeing with Google. Now we got MU. Now, MU is in the same sector as NVIDIA, right? MU is in the chip sector. So, because MU is in the chip sector, I follow NVIDIA to kind of get a glimpse of how MU is doing and how it's gonna do. All right. So Trump just lifted restrictions off of the chips, so that's good news. And then, based off of technicals, MU looks good. All right, MU looks like it could, over the next month to 2 months, MU could be coming to $100. Honestly, MU looks like it could be coming to about $100. All right, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm seeing. Okay, so if you just tuning in, man, say what's up in the comments. Let me know where you tuning in from, and be sure to like this video. Let's get this video to 100 likes. All right, 100 likes. I'm a little under the weather today, but I still showed up. All right, so be sure to like this video for me. All right, so we got MU. Let's go to MU. Now look at MU. So I called this swing last week, and we banked on it. All right. Some people got 60%. Some people got 70%. But let's look at it. Okay. Now we got MU. We got a gap right here. We got this to here. All right. And it has not filled yet. Okay. We got the 200 EMA at $93. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. We're at the supply zone right here. Right. Sellers are right here. We have not seen a harsh rejection on MU yet. So what this lets me know is we could really be blasting off on MU. So we're currently at $85, right? In this supply zone right here. We just filled the gap. I caught this gap. All right. I caught this gap. Now, so we're gonna come up and most likely come to test 89.90, right? 89.90. Now, if we get a closure above 89.90, I would like to enter into a swing, because look what happened. Right? Look what happened. Every time MU comes around this level, it bounces and it goes where? To about 104. Right? 104. Excuse me. 104 right here. 106. 107. 110, 111, 113, right? 113, 113, right? 114. So this little range right here is super important. So if we can get above this range right here and we could close above 89.90, I'll just call it $90, then I'm gonna get into a swing and we gonna go to the upside, because we got right here, we got 98 to 101. All right. So that would be like a $10 move on MU. That's close to a 200% trade. Probably about 150%. All right, trade on that one. So if we close above right here, I'm gonna get into a swing and ride it to this next level on a weekly time frame right there. If we look at the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we already closed above the 200 EMA right there, that purple line. We above that on the weekly chart. All right. So we got this level on this 21 EMA on a weekly time frame right there at $88, right? So if we get above right here at 89.80, 89.90, That'll be smooth, and then we could ride it to the upside. We do have a 50 EMA on the weekly sitting right here at $93. But even if we swing it right here and it rejects right there, I would like, that's a $3, $4 move right there. And then we could get out if we have our trailing stop loss on. All right. So that's what I'm seeing on MU. That's what I'm seeing on MU. All right. MU was looking good, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. MU was looking good. All right. What's up, Swole Trades? How you doing today? Hey, man, shout out to everybody in Discord that be getting to this money. Real quick, man. Swole Trades, he has Swole Trades, all right? Like, he be getting to the paper, for real. Shout out to Swole Trades, man. Shout out to Best B, all right? Shout out to Popilla. Popilla just smacked MU for like 40-something% last week, all right? Like, shout out to everybody in the Discord who's eating, all right? Shout out to everybody in the Discord that's really doing good things and growing their money and growing their bread. All right, like real talk. Shout out to everybody that's doing that. All right. Damien said Brooklyn. Hey man, I love Brooklyn. My girl, she from Brooklyn. All right, she from Brooklyn. Brooklyn is it's a special place. Brooklyn. Hey, in a past life, I was from Brooklyn. For real. Yeah, it jumped to 571. All right. So yeah. So shout out to everybody in Discord who be eating and who be doing their thing. So we got Google. It's looking kind of weak. And then we got MU. It's actually looking strong to the upside. All right. I really like MU. The one thing about Micron is I would like to see a pullback before I get into the actual swing trade. All right. I would like to see a pullback. I always say, don't get into a call after you see 3 to 4 green candles, right? And don't get into a put after you see 3 or 4 red candles. Because what that means is you're getting in at the end of that trend or a pullback is near. All right? So you want to make sure that you're not getting in after everybody else bought in and is taking profits. All right? Like, understand what I'm saying here. Understand what I'm saying. You got to understand the psychology, right? The psychology is the people who get paid the most in like the stock market, the people that get paid the most, they are getting into trades before, like at the beginning of the trend. You get what I'm saying? So they're getting in trades at the beginning of the trend and they're taking profits in the middle or the end of the trend. And the newbie, right? The newbie is getting in after they have the trend is like almost over and then people start taking profits. So you got to understand, don't get into a call after you've seen 3 or 4 green candles because it's most likely going to reverse on you or pull back. All right. So make sure you're able to read price action and understand what's going on. All right. So yeah. If you are not in a Discord, I would highly recommend you join the Discord. We got a free 7-day trial. All right. You can join the Discord for 7 days for free. So yeah, be sure to join the Discord and come trade with us daily. All right. We got 200 members in there now. So shout out to that. All right. If you're in the Discord and you made money with MU on that swing, let me know. Put it in the comments. Right? If y'all made money with that MU swing, put it in the comments. I know some of y'all that you didn't choose that stock to trade for that week. I mean, for the month. But you know what I'm saying? If y'all in here, drop it in there. If you banking in the Discord, drop it in the chat too. All right. FDR said, yeah, I got put in the blender on Friday. Dang. Who'd you lose money with, FDR? Who'd you lose money with? If you're not FDR, man, join the Discord. We went 100% on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I want to say something real, right? I want to say something real. You don't have to trade on your own. All right? You do not have to do this alone. You do not have to do this alone, all right? If you get around a community of people that's all doing the same thing, you will be able to accelerate your results. All right? So, just want to say that. So, if you got put in the blender on Friday, then be sure to join the Discord so that don't happen again. All right? So, I'm going to go to Alibaba. QC said I caught it. Not in my 3 stocks, but I trade swings, setups. That makes sense. Yeah. See, and so my 3 stocks is day trades, right? So this week, I'm probably gonna get into a hood swing, most likely. I might get into a Tesla swing too, because Tesla looks like it's ready to blast off. All right, but we gonna see. But yeah, let's go to Alibaba. He said SoFi. Okay. All right, so we got Alibaba right here. And this is on a weekly time frame, right? Now this right here lets me know that, all right, seller stepped in and pushed the stock down last week. So it went all the way up to 129.87. Seller stepped in and pushed it down. So we could be seeing a reversal right here. All right. We could be seeing a reversal right here. It could be coming down. All right. And then we go to the daily time frame. And we got it. Bye-bye will gap up and gap down every other day. So kind of got to be careful, but we're right here at this level. So we got 126.55. If we open above 126.55, then we should be headed to like 128 and then ultimately 130. It's in an uptrend, and this 9 EMA coincides with this 126.55 right here. I mean 123.88. All right, so Baba could come down here, bounce, and then go to the upside tomorrow or Tuesday. So we're going to see what happens with that one. But right now, we at 126.55. If I look on my Robinhood right now, we got, I'm looking right now, and they're at 130. All right. So they're at 130.31. So they're right here, 130.31. So if they close above 130.65, then they come into 134 and then 138. All right. So a closure above 130.65 will have us going to the upside. All right. So that's where we at with Alibaba, man. That's where we at with Alibaba. Very, very simple. All right. Now, that was a Dragonfly Doji. Drill said, I missed that move, but the opportunities are limitless. Yeah. The opportunities are truly limitless. All right. Like, listen, you can never miss out in the stock market. I want you to understand that I used to think that I was missing out on things in the stock market. No, yo. There are like 7,000 stocks, and there's an infinite amount of opportunities. All right. I missed the MU. I didn't get filled. Trade but caught Nvidia. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm ready for that hood swing. We doing this every month. Yeah. Yeah. It was more of a gravestone doji. Best Beezy. So let's look at my day trade, my watch list. I want to open it up a little bit. So I want to look at Robinhood, right? Because now Robinhood. I don't know why I didn't make it one of my stocks for last week. I mean for this month. Um, I was just in the groove with Alibaba, Google, and MU, so that's what I put on there. But Robinhood is one of them ones. So let's look at Hood and then AMD and then Tesla as well. So let's look at Hood. So Hood was in this downtrend right here. It broke out of it right here. And it came up, right? So we do have a gap right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go here. Come down. All right. So it does have a gap to fill. If I'm looking at it on Robinhood right now, after hours, overnight, Hood is at $56. $56.81. All right. So right now, Hood is at about right here. Okay. So if we open above 54.73 and close above that, I think I'm going to enter into a swing on Robinhood. All right. Had a red day on Friday. Barely, it closed like right at the level. Closed at 54.65. I needed it to close above 54.67 for me to get into a swing. So it didn't, but right now it's at $56. Now, as you can see, we don't have no real resistance until, $66. We got a little bit, but nothing too crazy. All right, so this thing could blast off. So I definitely think I'm going to get into a swing on Robinhood. Probably tomorrow or Tuesday. I got to see how it goes. If we go on the weekly, look at the weekly. On the weekly, we're sitting right there. This is why I didn't get into the swing, right? Because it could reverse right here, but this is a bullish engulfing on the weekly. All right, this is a bullish engulfing on the weekly. So honestly, if I would have looked at the weekly on Friday, I would have entered into a swing, right? If I would have saw this on Friday on a weekly time frame, I would have entered in on the swing. But I'm probably going to enter in tomorrow. Hopefully we could get a pullback and we could fill the gap first, and then we could go to the upside. All right. So Hood is looking real good to the upside. And on a weekly, as you can see, the next level is literally $65, right? So we ain't got nothing but room for Hood to blast off and to run to the upside. All right. Does that make sense on Robinhood? Daily Hood I didn't pick because I know the best. It's the best, so I picked ones I didn't want to. Yeah, I feel that. Best be for real. Yeah, trading is all about, working on yourself and trying to master something, Trading is very difficult. But it's just all about your perspective and the psychology. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, Robinhood, it looks great. I ain't gonna lie to you. Robinhood looks great. Um, yeah, that bullish engulfing on the weekly time frame, I think that is prime to go to the upside. It's prime to go to the upside. Seriously. All right. So now let's look at AMD. All right. Best. Before I go into AMD, I will say be sure to like this video. All right. Like this video for me. Let's get this video to 100 likes. All right. If you're watching this video and you haven't already, all I'm asking for you to do is click the like button. All right. That's all you got to do. Um, and then subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. I'm coming to you. I bring videos and I drop videos every single day. I've been dropping daily videos ever since January 1st, right? When I started this channel, I started it on August 7th, right, on my birthday. And I started the channel doing one video a week. And then a couple months went by, and then I started saying, okay, I think I want to live stream once a week, right? And then when I was doing them live streams, it was just like, when I was doing them live streams, it was me, Shali, and Marley. All right, shout out to Marley. It was me, Shali, and Marley on the lives. And then over time, it just started to grow. All right, now we got 42 people on here. Some days we'll have 80, some days we'll have 60, 70. We got, almost 1,600 subscribers right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, I drop videos daily for you guys. All right. I want to come and I want to inspire y'all to be better and to do better. And to, understand that the stock market is not as complex as we think it is, because they make it seem like it's real complex, and it could be, but if I can help simplify the stock market, I can help you make a lot of money. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to say, man. Like, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. Discord really helped me with the psychology. Thank you. Nah, for sure, Best B. Shout out to Best B, man. He came in and he just focused and locked in and doing his thing. Like, real talk. Gerald said he'll look phenomenal. I didn't go on my first instinct and swing it after the news. Won't hesitate again. Yeah. But sometimes, like, what I've learned with trading is, like, sometimes you have to hesitate before you really, like, make a move, because you learning how to trust yourself, right? Like, learning how to trade is learning how to trust yourself, for real. You know what I mean? Because I've gotten into swings and I'm like, damn, I should have got in $5 earlier. I made 20, 40%, but I could have made 70, 80, right? The only difference was I didn't trust myself earlier. So yeah, that's what I would say to that, man. Like, you got this, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't beat yourself up. Just learn how to trust yourself and continue to, like, work on that muscle. It's not easy, but once you get it down, it's gonna be lights out. All right. Best be said using a car. Yeah. I started doing these gems from the whip. You know what I'm saying? These gems from the whip. Because I remember when I started doing those videos, because I was going to swim class, and I just started, like, putting out daily videos, like, before January, gems from the whip, and I was like, okay, I started seeing I was getting a little bit of traction on YouTube. I wasn't even talking about the stock market, and I was like, okay, and then I started talking about the stock market. And I was like, man, let me just share what I'm doing in the stock market, because I've been trading, I've been profitable. So let me share. And then I started doing that every day. And then it just started to, like, kind of go crazy. But excuse me, I'm about to start, dropping some life stuff now and incorporating that in too. You know what I mean? So Denise said, "You spill tea daily. I've grown so much from your teaching, and the discourse phenomenal." And I appreciate you, Denise. Seriously. Um, yeah, for reals. I just I just want you guys to understand that everything is possible. You know what I mean? Like real talk. Everything is truly possible. We just gotta stay locked in and like continue to like believe in ourselves and trust ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So Hood is on your list. Okay. Knowing when not to trade is key. Yup. On facts. Yeah, Marley said I remember them. Yeah. Now, Marley is like literally like he's the true like literally day one of like the Discord, the YouTube, everything. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know Marley for a long time at this point. So yeah. So let's go to AMD. All right. Let's go to AMD real quick. AMD, AMDZ, where you at? All right. So AMD is at 102.84. So it just broke through. So look, with AMD, right? You can see ever since uh, November of 2024, it's been under the 9 EMA, right? It has not broken above it. It did once, but then seller stepped in and pushed it right back down, right? This is the first time on a weekly that it broke and it closed inside of the 9 EMA right here. And the 9 EMA is starting to curl up. Okay. So we go to the daily. And then, yeah, this is a gravestone doji right here. Right? It's a gravestone doji right here. So I'm going to go to this right here. Boom. All right. Boom. Boom. All right. All right, perfect. So AMD could come down and test this 9 EMA right here at like $98. And then it could bounce and go to the upside. But this gravestone doji, and then we got an indecision candle right here. I think that we could get like a little pullback first. And then potentially go to the upside. That's what I'm seeing. But if you look at the 9 EMA, it's above the 21, so it's in the uptrend. And the 9 and the 50 are right here. So I would wait for AMD to come back down to 99.94 and see what it does. If you see it bounce off of this right here, it would be a beautiful swing because it could go up. And then look, as you see, we got a little gap from 107 to 108, right? So it's not a big gap, but it's a gap. You get what I mean? So because it's not a big gap, but it's still a gap, what that means is, hold on. What that means is, take this down. Boom. All right, what that means is it can still come back up here. So if it comes down here and it bounces, you could catch an $8 move from 99 to 107, 107, 108 to fill that gap right there. All right. So if you see it come down here and then bounce and it stay above right here, I think that's a beautiful swing to get into, and then you could ride it to the upside. But if it come down and it start to go a little bit lower, then I wouldn't even mess with it to the upside. I wouldn't mess with it to the upside. All right. So that's what I would say. I'm about AMD. And if y'all look at Tesla, right, On a daily time frame, we got a bull flag right here, right? So let's go look real quick. I'm gonna let y'all know what the price target is on Tesla. So the price target for Tesla is gonna be 333. All right, 333 out of this bull flag breakout. So on Friday, boom, right, moved to the upside, consolidated for what? About 2 weeks. And then, boom, broke out on Friday, right? So it's coming to retest right here. So Tesla could be going to 333 tomorrow or Tuesday. I think that Tesla this week is going to see 333 because this is a bull flag breakout right here. And as you can see, if we close above right here at 307, then we don't have no resistance until 330. All right. So Tesla is going to 330 this week. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. Tesla going to 330. FDR, nah, we don't trade penny stocks. We trade option contracts. I don't mess with penny stocks like that because I just like to trade stocks that you don't have to worry about what's going on. You ain't got to worry about, is this stock going to blast off? Because when you understand how to trade, you don't need a stock to blast off. All you need a stock to do is go like this, consistently. If you learn how to trade a stock when it's doing this and it has volatility and it makes moves, you can make a lot of money. All right, so I don't trade penny stocks like that. All right. Yeah, it's gonna go down before it goes up. Yep. Yeah, best B. That's what I'm seeing on AMD. I think that's a good situation. Right there where the charts is at. DJ Marley, love the growth on the channel. Absolutely inspiring. Hey man, appreciate it, bro. Like, that's what happened when you show up every single day. I take this shit serious. I remember when I was a kid, my mom, she made sure that I never missed school. I never missed school. I was one of the kids that didn't matter what grade I was in, I got perfect attendance. Like perfect. I didn't miss school. I didn't get sick. I never missed school. And so I take that with me right now. And like, that's why I show up every single day. Like, one thing you could guarantee, you're going to get at least one video from me every single day, because I know how important it is to just show up. You know what I'm saying? That's why today I woke up with a headache, not feeling the best, but I was like, man, let me just show up real quick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, showing up is important. Excuse me. What's up, trees? So I'm looking like, sound like me going over charts, so I'm on the right path. Yeah, you on the right path, Best B, for sure. For sure you on the right path. How would you find the resistance on that same time frame on Tesla? So look, let me show you, Gerald. So this is the daily time frame, right? So this right here is called a measured move, okay? What this means is, on the bull flag, you take the breakout. So it broke out from right here, and it went up. So I drew a line right here to the top of the breakout, which is boom, right? So you take that same distance, and once it breaks out of the bull flag, it's going to go that same distance. And that would put me to right here at 333. But right here, we got these levels right here, okay? So we got 309, 307, right, as you see right here. Once we get above here, we have no resistance until 330, right? No resistance until 330. So what I would say is, this is how you do it, all right? Wherever you see a stock reject off of, to me, that's a level. Or wherever you see a stock change direction. So like right here, this would be a level because it came up and then it changed direction and went back down. So this would be another resistance level, 367, right? So that's how you do that. on the daily time frame. Right here on the daily, look at the daily. Boom, right? So look, every time it came down to 214, it bounced up, right? Came down here, bounced up, came down here, bounced up, came down here, bounced up, came down here, bounced up. So this is really a demand level. All right. It's a demand level. So, yeah. So every time it came around this level, it bounced up, right? So if we could get above right here, then we coming at 330. Mark my words, Tesla gonna be at 330 by the end of the week. All right. What's up, Jerry? Hey, shout out to Jerry, man. Hey, look, Jerry made about $1,800 this week. All right. J Love, right? J Love. He had his first $1,000 day on Wednesday because he caught that Google play I called. Them contracts was up 700%. 700%, y'all. $700%. Shout out to J Love, man. All right. I want y'all to understand that this stuff is life changing. Stock options is life changing. All right. Stock options is life changing, y'all. It ain't nothing like it. I promise you. I promise you. It ain't nothing like it. You just gotta learn how to trust yourself. And you just gotta learn how to be patient with yourself. All right? Real talk. Like, for real, for real. So, mine is at perfect attendance every grade. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, from kindergarten till 12th grade, I came to school every single day. My mom was not playing that. Right? She was not playing that. Cause she was a single mom. You get what I'm saying? So she like, you gonna go to school because I gotta go to work. You ain't about to be at the house by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So so yeah, if you just tuning in, man, say what's up. Like this video. All right, let's get this video to 100 likes. We are almost at 50. All right, let's get this video to 100 likes. But yeah, perfect attendance. That was me. That was me. So one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show up for you every single day. Do I feel like making a video every day? No. I promise you I don't. Do I feel like going live all the time, every Sunday? No. But I'm committed. Y'all see what I'm saying? I'm committed to helping people change their life. That's what I'm committed to. So, because that's what I'm committed to, that's what I focus on. And I just try to make sure that I'm putting out that energy, right? Because here's some game right here, right? There's some life game right here. It's not always about what you getting for what you're doing in the moment. It's about what seeds you're planting. Hear what I'm saying? It's easy to get caught up in like, oh, I ain't getting everything that I want to get right now, even though I'm doing the work. But what if you started to ask yourself, how many seeds am I planting? What kind of seeds am I planting right now for my future? Because there's something called the law of the harvest. You will get paid and compensated in direct reflection and perpetuity with the seeds that you plant. You see what I'm saying? So as long as you planting seeds every day and you're planting the good seeds, that harvest is on its way to you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not about what you're getting right now. It's more about the seeds that you're planting right now and how that's setting you up for your own personal future. Let me know if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Tony said, "What up, brother? I'm just getting here. What I missed, trying to get this 3K this week. Hey, be sure to go back to the beginning and watch the whole thing. And if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord because we gonna signal all the plays, right? Um, yeah. But I went over some bangers. I already talked about the levels, the swing trades I'm gonna get into, what levels I'm gonna get into them at. So yeah. Be sure to join the Discord so that you could get in it and you could get those signals. All right. But yeah, y'all. This is all about the seeds that you plant. I can't say it enough. I cannot say it enough. It's about the seeds you plant, right? Because I remember I asked myself, I said, what will my life look like if I commit to putting out a one video every single day on YouTube for a year? So like real talk, I'm focused on going hard every single day all the way until December and see what kind of results I could create, on YouTube. Because look at this. Let me show y'all something. Watch this. I'm about to show y'all something. Look at this. This is my YouTube channel, right? My YouTube channel. Look right here. We had almost 100,000 views on the channel. And we started, my first video was put out on August 7th. I started a new Gmail on July 7th, right? But I didn't put out my first video until August 7th. So we about to hit 100K views on YouTube within the first year. And we got almost 1,600 subscribers within the first year. And we got 241 videos posted within the first year. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what it's about. Y'all see what I'm saying? And when you look at the videos, I'm not putting out no BS. And we averaging 200, 300 views per video, 500 views per video. And I'm giving real sauce every single video, right? I'm not gatekeeping. I'm giving out real life-changing information, how to manage your trade, right? How to spot trend reversals. You know what I'm saying? The 3-stock challenge, 0 DTEs, how to read the charts, right? When mastering your entries, fair value gaps. Like, this is stuff that it took forever for me to understand, right? Trading strategies, right? Interview with Best B, right? Stop losses. So like, we really supporting resistance. And supply and demand. Like, I'm telling y'all, every single day, I'm coming to you and I'm being selfless and giving you the information that most people is gonna gatekeep from you. Like, real talk. Like, real talk. 100,000 views within the first year on YouTube is not easy. It's not easy. You get what I'm saying? And I really couldn't do it without everybody tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Without everybody tapping in and locking in. So if you're on this live right now, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you tapping in. I appreciate you, tuning in, subscribing, commenting, liking the videos, and really watching the videos, because that means a lot. That means a lot to me, because a lot of people don't make it on YouTube. YouTube is very hard. YouTube is very hard, and it's very challenging. It's hard to be consistent on YouTube on a video platform. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Colombia right now. It's easy for me to be like, oh, I'm in another country. I'ma just chill. But it's like, no, I'm keeping the consistency alive. I'm keeping that routine alive. You know what I mean? Because over time, it starts to compound. And then we start to get bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, man. That's what this is about. That's what this is about, y'all. This is about way more than just, you know, the surface level stuff. This is about changing people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Helping people understand what's possible. Helping people see a bigger picture. You know what I mean? Like for real. So, so yeah, Joshua said, thank you for the gems. I've been learning in the market is all because of you. Everything I've been learning in the market is all because of you. The commitment is paying off. Hey, I appreciate it, Josh. Yeah, for sure. And you know what's funny is a lot of the times it's people that I don't even know is watching, but they watching. You know what I'm saying? So some people never comment, but they watch and tune in every day. So it's just about showing up. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to understand the power of showing up. So yeah. So that's what I got for you guys. Yeah. And I'm gonna end it like how I started this video. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there if y'all watching. I just want to say Happy Mother's Day. I hope that you felt the love. I hope that you know what I'm saying, you was loved on today. And yeah, you mothers are the reason why we are all here today because, you know, we all came out of you. So, you know, shout out to all the mothers, for real. Shout out to all the mothers. Y'all are special and y'all are powerful. You know what I mean? Real talk. So, with that being said, man, we gonna hop off today. I'm gonna go get some rest. But I hope that made sense. I hope that you guys understand the levels, what the game plan is for the week. If you are not already, be sure to join the Discord. Be sure to come trade with us as well. All right. And always remember, make sure that you get out of your head, all right? And you go get into this world because your head is a dangerous place to live, all right? Don't be living inside of your head. The more you live inside your head, the harder life is going to become because you're just going to be drowning with your own thoughts and your own emotions. So get out of your head and go get into this world, all right? Your head is a dangerous place to live. And also, always remember, the more you study, the less you worry. All right? The more you study, the less you worry. All right? You don't have to fear the market. You just got to study. And when you understand it, you're not going to fear it. All right? So the more you study, the less you worry. All right? I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow. Man. If you're not already, join the Discord. I'm going to see y'all in the morning. And yeah, I'm going to get some rest. And I'm going to holler at y'all, all right? Y'all have a great night. Get some rest. And let's go kill the market this week, all right? Peace.